Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the Dragon Shield Black Ranger from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Just arrived in the mail today from Walgreens.com. Actually shipped it pretty quickly. I think I bought it on Tuesday. Huge shout out to my buddy Kevin, KyotoUZio93 on Twitter, one of my co-hosts from RRR The Streets. Pointed this out to us. He found the link on Walgreens website and tweeted it out, so I was able to grab him. Apparently the link's already down, so I apologize if you're looking for this guy and you weren't able to get him, but he should be showing up in Walgreens, so just check your local Walgreens. He should be in stores very soon. Love the artwork. Always a big fan of this Lightning Collection packaging. I like how the head wraps around to the side. Very sleek. And since it's an exclusive, it's all done in the color of the Ranger. There's no generic white for the background, so very sharp, very striking. Love this packaging. But let's go ahead, let's get him out of there so we can take a closer look. So here he is out of the packaging. Comes with everything shown here. First up, we'll take a look at the civilian head. It's not a bad civilian head, but I gotta be honest, it doesn't really look like Walter Jones to me. I appreciate that they gave him the one earring. That's some nice attention to detail. I don't know, it's not bad. It just, I don't know. It doesn't scream Walter Jones. But it's a decent looking civilian head. He also comes with some extra hands. Of course, he's got the karate pose, and then he's got a closed fist. So they're very easy to just take the other hand out, pop these in instead. Comes with a blade blaster, a little bit of white paint on it. Unfortunately, it doesn't move, or that would be neat if they had a way to have this like flip up and have that slide down, but I understand why they can't. A little too small to be that intricate. And then, of course, you have the power axe. Now, this actually can transform. This piece, it's a little difficult, but there you go. It can swivel down to form the cannon. And it comes with this really awesome effect piece that you just pop in here. That's like one of the first effect pieces I can 100% get behind. I really like that. I think that's cool. This thing down here is a little big, maybe a little bit smaller on that, but for the most part, I really like it. And I think it's fantastic that this can swivel up and be both the axe and the cannon. Apparently the one from the SDC set can also do that because it's the same one. And I swear I tried it. Maybe that had a little bit of glue or something, or maybe I just wasn't pushing it down hard enough or whatever, but I think that's so cool that that piece can go up and down. Nice silver paint here on the end. Little mastodon symbol, actually really nicely detailed there. Silver paint. The axe just looks perfect. They really did an amazing job. The fact that it can transform and it just looks great, all the paint applications. Very happy with the power axe. Gonna put all this stuff off to the side. I guess real quick we'll show that the blade blaster can of course fit in the holster there. Looks a little goofy with the gun just hanging, or the handle hanging out the back, but what are you gonna do? So now we'll put that off to the side. But yeah, the Ranger figure looks great. He really does. They did a great job with this. Let's get in a little bit closer. Let me move this camera up so we can see the helmet. I'm going to bend him just a little bit so we can get a little bit closer here. But yeah, overall, nice paint. Very sharp. Mastodon trunk looks good. The silver for the little mouth area all nicely painted. The gold for the mastodon eyes looks really good. They really nailed this helmet. I think they did a fantastic job there. I really like that a lot. Gold shield, pretty much exactly the same. I mean, it's got to be the same one from Green Ranger and Red Ranger. A little bit softer plastic, but still looks good. It's got the gold cuffs on the arms. Take a look at the morpher. Mastodon morpher. It's decently detailed. It's a little hard to see, but the Mastodon is there on the power coin on the buckle. But you can see a little bit of red paint's a little messed up on mine, but it's really so small it's hard to tell. This can actually move around a little bit because when I first got it, the morpher was way off to the side and I had to kind of bring it back towards the center, so the belt can move a little bit if you need to just rotate it around. But yeah, I like them a lot. I think they did a really nice job. Articulation's pretty much par for the course for Lightning Collection figures at this point. Heads on the ball joint so that can move side to side, up and down. Normal shoulder movement. Bicep swivel to elbow joints. You have the standard kind of hinge in the wrist as well as a swivel. You have this torso, you have the ab crunch, you have the kick forward and out to the side in the hips, thigh swivel, two joints in the knee, boot swivel, and then your typical ankle, front to back and side to side. But this one actually feels really good. Like the joints feel solid, but they're not too tight that I can actually move everything around. So I'm pretty psyched about that. Go ahead and put the gun back in the holster, and we'll give him the power axe here. Let's see, which hand? I guess it doesn't really matter. They both kind of have a little bit tighter than I would expect. So we'll see how this goes, because it's a really thick handle for the axe. So I'm not sure how this is going to go down, but we'll try it out. Oh, it's actually not that bad. That was a lot easier than I expected it to be. I feel like if you display the axe in this hand, though, all the time, it's going to stretch out the hand, and then you probably won't want to use it for anything else. But we'll see. But yeah, that can fit in there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Can we get the classic, like, axe over the head? Maybe do something like this. I'm not very good at posing figures, but tilt this up. I don't know, something like that maybe. Looks pretty good. I really love the power axe. It did such a good job with that. I think it's funny that they chose to do him with the dragon shield, because I think there's one episode where that happens, and it's for like 5 minutes. I mean, it looks good, don't get me wrong. It's just a way for them to get another use out of the mold, because I'm sure they're going to do a regular Black Ranger somewhere down the line. So if you can't find this guy and you just want a regular Black Ranger, I wouldn't be too worried about it. I'm sure eventually that will happen. I wanted to do a little quick group shot with the three Lightning Collection figures that all have the dragon shield. I think they look really good together. Obviously, I think green with the shield will always be my favorite, but I think black looks really sharp with the shield. I really like it quite a bit. Just the black and the gold go really well together, so I don't know. I mean, they all look good with the shield, I'll be honest, but I don't know. The Black Ranger with the shield looks really sharp. It's really working for me. Okay, so it took me a while, but I was finally able to get him into this pose. It's just the hands. The hands are so tiny and tight, and they do not want to fit around. I mean, one, how like thick the handle of the axe is was difficult enough for the right hand. The left hand is even more like closed, and like the bottom fingers are like almost touching the palm. So to try to get them to even just hold the thinner like top handle of the axe was really difficult. So just be careful. You can get it in there eventually, as you can see, but you really have to kind of stretch that plastic out for those fingers. The other thing is, once he's holding the axe, it makes him very front heavy. So you'll see I've kind of had to like bend the knees and kind of pitch his weight backwards a little bit. But it works, and he looks good, and I like him firing the axe like this. I think that's the pose I'm going to leave him in because he looks really great. So, like I said, if you're looking for this guy, definitely check your Walgreens. I don't know if he'll go back on Walgreens.com or not. You can check there. But this guy looks really great, looks really sharp with the dragon shield. They did a fantastic job on the power axe, the paint, the detailing, and the effect piece I think really works. And the fact that it can convert from the axe to the cannon mode. I just realized I didn't convert the axe correctly. Wow. Okay. Let's see if we can do this without completely getting it out of his hands here. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's do that. And then let's try and drop this back in here. Huzzah! Success. I don't think there's any way, like normally I would want him to put his hand down here. I don't think there's any way that's gonna happen. I mean, you could do it loosely. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd... I feel like I would rather him hold it up here. So maybe something like that. Yeah, you could do that. That doesn't look too bad. And then can I bring it down a smidge? Nope. It's just going to completely derail now. There we go. How's that? That'll do. That'll do. Okay, so in any case, I can't believe I forgot. I went on so much about how I love the fact that it can convert from the axe to the gun, and then I didn't even convert it. So anyway, it looks great. I love the figure. I wish that one of these hands, like even if they just gave him like a normal axe carrying hand, but then instead of giving me a closed fist, which I don't really need at all, give me like a much larger hand that could set the blaster in this mode easily. That's what they should have done. But that's really just nitpicking. I mean, the figure looks great. The accessories, the weapons especially, are fantastic. Maybe an extra hand or two instead of giving me the karate pose. Give me something that can hold these accessories or weapons a little bit better. That's the only thing that's a nitpick of a change that I would make. He looks great. If you can find him at Walgreens, definitely pick him up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.